Hello, welcome to Drinks with Ron. I'm Ron, and you'll notice I'm missing all of the things that are required. So let's get right to it, huh? First, it's awfully quiet in here. The platter, she ain't turning. But if you look to the wall here, you may notice I've got the Dean Ween Group, Rock 2. Just got her the other day. Sweet, Diener tuning it up. Love that. If you're a Ween fan, let me tell you, it sounds like if Ween was less vocally driven and more guitar driven, which makes sense as Diener is the guitar player. But look at that. And ain't she? I love it. Love it. So I have a thing for colored vinyl, so I had to buy it. Ooh, shit. Assuming I still have a needle. Oh, wow. Tells you what kind of shape I'm in today. But now that we've got vinyl on the platter, we noticed we haven't fulfilled our most recent feature, which is called Random Hat. So Ron, get a random hat. For this one, we're going to jump into the Wayback Machine. We're going to go to August of 1993, where a young Ron, still hair intact, was on his way back from Madison after just purchasing his first CD player. A monumental occasion in a 90s kid's life. Stopped at a Walmart halfway home, and what should he happen to perchance on the clearance rack but this beauty. I just re-glued the bill back down, so she's ready to rock for another 3 decades. But you'll notice I'm still not completed with my precautions. We're not going to the Triumvirate of Tap today, no sir. We're going to grab one of my favorites, a beer that I enjoy every year when I'm down in Davenport for a dance competition. It's been on tap down there for years, but I just found out in my last visit that it is now being canned so I could bring that delicious goodness home with me. Cherry Bomb Blonde, and I even said it right this time. This will just show you what some labeling can do for your beer. Very effective, but even if it wasn't, it's a very, very good beer. When you get it on tap in Davenport, they usually give you cherries. Plop a couple cherries in there. Really completes. Oh no, don't you do it, boy. Don't you. Oh, look what I done. Thank God I got 1950s tile down here. That'll mop right up. So yeah, it's been a long few days here at the house. My dog, Admiral Jansen, up here. Well, I've long had a saying that when my dog finally dies, it's going to be because he ate something stupid. Well, on Thursday, I was over here at the table trying to record a fantasy football podcast. We're going through a rebranding. We're trying to set it all up, and I just couldn't hit the flow because I kept getting interrupted. My wife calling me, telling me the dog's throwing up. Like I said, he eats a lot of weird shit. That's not a thing that's real new. So I go upstairs, clean up the puke, which had the consistency. It felt like it was very dense, up in a big log. Like it literally felt like a small bratwurst in my hand when I had it in the paper towel. But usually the case is, okay, he's thrown up whatever was giving him the reaction, and usually a little bit of water and a rest, and he comes back, worst case, by the next morning. So I didn't think much of it. A few minutes later, she called me again. She's like, he's really weird. I go up there, I look at him, I instantly recognize the look on his face. He is tripping his balls off. Now, I came up through the 90s. As I mentioned earlier, this hat has probably seen a rave or two on its own. And I've run across a guy who you can see on his face, the fear setting in. And he knows too much. He did too much, it's too late, he's in way too deep, and he's not sure how the rest is going to go from here. The sheer look of terror as the eyes dart around. I saw it in my dog. And I went and looked around the house, and I saw my little plastic, it's a rubber container. There's like 2 halves of rubber that kind of lock. It's actually kind of hard to get open. Well, this sumbitch must have got it, chewed on it until he got it open, and licked the contents inside clean. One of his favorite things is lip gloss. So he probably thought that he had another lip gloss. And he took that crunchy, chewy substance inside, and he probably chomped it down like a Jolly Rancher. The problem is, it wasn't lip gloss, and it wasn't a Jolly Rancher. It was Delta 8 CBD dab oil. Yeah, he ate about a gram of dab oil. Now, to give you a bit of relative perspective, I think that was a 2-gram container, and it was about half gone. It had taken me a month to work my way through that much CBD oil. Granted, I don't smoke it all the time. I definitely not every day or anything like that. But I go through the pen on a good weekend. I need to recharge it up. Yeah, he ate a month worth in about a minute. And as I was later reminded, that oil's been activated. If you don't know, like marijuana and edibles, the thing about it is you can't just eat a bunch of weed. You're not going to get high because the THC needs to hit a certain temperature for it to be activated, to be absorbed by the human. That's why generally people will make edibles, eat it with butter, and then the butter activates that, it extracts the THC, your butter turns green, you filter out all the crap, or if you're like me, you just leave it all right in there because who fucking cares? But yeah, unlike just a pile of weed, dab oil you could just eat, consume, and get high. So I thought, shit, that's why throwing up didn't help. He started chewing it up, and that was probably absorbing into his tongue and his mouth before he even knew I hit him. So I tried talking down, hey, we'll get you some B12, we'll take you to the tent, I'll get a glass of water, a cheese sandwich, some glow sticks, we'll be back out there in no time, bro. Well, then all of a sudden, he just went, and took off running. Starts running circles in the hallway. It's kind of funny, and I realized at the end of the hallway, he was running circles. As he was doing it, he was pissing himself. Literally lost control of his piss. Just started running around pissing, then sliding in his piss. And I've got video of this too. So he runs around like crazy, then he runs down to the couch and he stops and he stands there. And then it was full fear and loathing, man. It was just, his breathing started going, and I'm like, oh god, my dog is gonna fucking die. He's just gonna sit there and freak out and forget to breathe and die. So I put on Pink Floyd to try to calm him down. That didn't work. That really slowed the heart rate. He laid just like 15 minutes, looked dead. Like the body didn't move, like the eyes still moved around, but everything else looked paralyzed. So I slept out there with him. We got him through the night. Well, in the morning, I woke up in the middle of the night. Apparently, he still didn't have function. He pissed himself in his sleep. Okay, this is no bueno. So get up in the morning, he still ain't moving right, or at all. My kid takes him into the vet because he needs an IV. He's not eating, he's not drinking. So I show up after work, he's still fucking out of it. Like, he knows who I am and he wants to come over and he's climbing up, but he ain't all there. The legs still aren't cooperating, and I get him home. He knows he's home, he's happy. He loses his shit. He runs around the backyard like a drunk. Like he's jumping off the deck, and I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna biff it. So second lap, of course, running full speed, he does. Just crash and burn, face first, biffs it. Crashed a couple more times before he finally came in, then he hit the couch, boom, like he was dead. So went through a whole, basically it's like, well, we gotta get water in him. Like, he's got to drink or he's going to have to go back to the vet on Saturday and get more IVs. And a little bit of water in him. Next day, he's still not moving. He's still not walking right. Still not drinking. Like, he's moving his head when you give him food. I'm like, it's fucking THC. It's not gonna fucking kill him. Like, but I'm starting to wonder, like, is he brain damaged? Like, is there's something else? Because, like, he's not responding to his name, and he can't. Like, I tried to give him water, and I thought he wasn't drinking it because he couldn't figure out how to bend his legs without plopping his face in there. And finally, yesterday, I took him right in the shower. I just stood there, held him in the shower. He didn't move. I took him out, sat him down, and it was like he sobered right the fuck up. And then he started running all over the place, ran upstairs, did a couple laps, shaking himself off, then ran to the water dish and drank for like 30 straight seconds. So like, okay, Ted Jansen's clear. So he's still, I think he's moving a little slow, but he went outside and pissed today, so that's a good sign he's drinking. Went for a car ride. Things are slowly coming back. He does have me curious about what would happen if I did eat a gram of that myself. I might have a good afternoon. But yes, much going on here. I said we're rebranding the podcast, and I think I need to get to it. There's a lot of new audio to make, clips to write, whatnot. But another thing I forgot. I tried to record an episode yesterday, recorded the whole thing, and got done and found out, in fact, I didn't record the whole thing. It had just been over there on stop the whole time. So I put $7 into the Wrath of Todd fine. I believe I still owe $2. So I don't want to make that $3. So I'm gonna have to polish off the cherry bomb blonde. I don't know why I can't fucking say that. I deserve that's a penalty pour for the poor pronunciation. But yeah, get a good look at her. Man, I love a good fucking blonde. Just a slight hint of cherry in there. But not today, Todd. Not today. You're not getting my money. Quality beer. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken that. Second pour. It really put me behind the barrel here. Sorry, she blows. So I'm gonna get to it. So for Drinks with Ron, I'm Ron, signing off.